magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Trap 50.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Willis now off of play action. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st and 10, Willis. And that that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Watson. This one caught by Ridley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Henry. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has. But I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Willis with another keeper. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
60 average, 60 average. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Henry out of the pistol. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The Titans now at 2-5 to start play, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And that will net us on at 10. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Watson off play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Running right through him. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. A solid stiff arm. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Cook now off the read option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Nothing, 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Play action. Here's Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Watson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bud Dupree dropping it for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Willis will look to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down, Willis. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd down, it's Willis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 right.
Willis, gotta have this one. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakankro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point, all and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 57 yards. And the Vikings might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the 6.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On first down, Watson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline and try to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards.
Here's Willis.
That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Seven Pirates! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Top 50! Top 50! Come 19!
Willis to throw.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now Willis.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that flag, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you